The vocabulary garden. In the garden of language, let's take a stroll, where words bloom and flourish, heart and soul. With vocabulary as seeds we sow, a tapestry of expressions begins to grow. Each word a flower, unique and rare, adding colors and scents to the air. Adjectives like petals, vibrant and bright, verbs like stems, reaching for the light. Nouns are the roots, grounding is strong, while adverbs dance to melodies of song. Conjunctions are bridges linking ideas, and prepositions guide, dispelling all fears. With every word we learn and embrace, the garden expands at an incredible pace. Sentences blossom like vines on a wall, paragraphs bloom with a story to recall. So tend to your garden, nurture its seed, and watch it flourish, fulfilling your need. For with vocabulary, a world you can explore, and through the power of words, you'll always soar. Yes, sure, you guess it right. Our today's video is on vocabulary, the power of words to empower you, to enlighten your minds, and your writing shines. This video on our educational channel Rising Path is not only for O level IGCSE English students, but it's for every single individual who wants to unlock the wisdom's door and unravel a world you have never seen before. First of all, let's make a word bank that you can use to enhance your descriptive writing skills. First is the sense of sight. The words are vibrant, sparkling, radiant, breathtaking, serene, majestic, lush, picturesque, glittering, scenic. Then we have the next sound. Words are melodic, harmonious, rhythmic, soothing, resonant, tranquil, echoing, whistling, roaring, and serenading. Then we have our next sense, that is taste, delectable, savory, zesty, tangy, scrumptious, flavorful, succulent, refreshing, spicy, and sweet. Our next sense is sense of touch. Words are smooth, silky, soft, velvety, prickly, rough, tender, coarse, bumpy, spongy. Then we have the sense of smell. The words are fragrant, aromatic, perfumed, floral, fresh, scented, earthy, musky, invigorating, and pungent. Then we have some of the words related to our emotions: enchanting, exhilarating, whimsical, nostalgic, euphoric, serene, captivating, heartwarming, thrilling, and tranquil. Then we have some of the words related to the description of a person, that is appearance. The words are stately, elegant, striking, imposing, exquisite, graceful, dazzling, magnificent, regal, splendid. Then we have words for movement: graceful, effortless, synchronized, swirling, gliding, flowing, hypnotic, dynamic, lively, and sprilling. Then we have some of the words related to weather, a very important aspect of descriptive essay: sunny, breezy, misty, chilly, balmy, torrential, blazing, frosty, damp, and hazy. Now let's read two sample paragraphs portraying emotive language from bestsellers English novels. Sample number 1 is from the novel The Fault in Our Stars by John Green. Paragraph is: the room was heavy with the scent of sterile hospital disinfectant, the suffocating odor clinging to every corner like a sinister ghost. Sunlight, feeble and filtered through the thin curtains, painted weak streaks of hope on the sterile walls. Hazel lay in the hospital bed, her frail body entangled in a web of tubes and wires, a constant reminder of the cruel grip of illness. Each breath she took felt like a battle, a desperate fight against the impending darkness that threatened to swallow her whole. Tears welled up in her eyes, mirroring the relentless pain that consumed her, the anguish clawing at her heart with vicious claws. In that sterile room, the weight of the world settled on her fragile shoulders as she clung to the fading embers of hope, desperately yearning for a brighter tomorrow. Sample number two is from a very famous novel again, The Kite Runner by Khalid Hosseini. The sky wept, beautiful example of personification. The sky wept, its tears pouring down in a relentless downpour that matched the turmoil within Amir's soul. The raindrops splattered against the ground like shattered dreams, mingling with the mud to create a mirage of broken promises. The wind howled, a haunting melody that carried the whispers of regret and redemption through the desolate alleyways of Kabul. Amir stood at the edge of the deserted street, his heart weighed down by the burden of his past, his every step echoing with the weight of his sins. The once vibrant city now lay in ruins, its scars mirroring the scars etched deep within Amir's conscience. As he gazed upon the crumbling remnants of his childhood, he felt the sting of remorse seeping through his veins, a bitter poison that consumed him. In that moment, he yearned for forgiveness, a chance to mend the shattered fragments of his life and restore the faded colors of hope that once bloomed in the garden of his innocence. Our next category is onomatopoeia. Onomatopoeia is a literary device where words imitate or mimic sounds associated with the objects or actions they refer to. It is used to create a vivid sensory experience for the reader or listener. Examples of onomatopoeia words include buzz, hiss, mew, crash, and sizzle. Now let's compile vocabulary related to this special category, that is onomatopoeia. First is shouts. The sound is eek, and that sound is used to express panic situations. R, used to express sad situations. Number two is the police siren. Whoop, whoop. Third is phone bell. Phone bell. Ring, ring. Fourth, a bulldozer. Rumble, scrunch, scrumble. Then, sound of an opening door. Lureen. Number six, a train. Zoosh, zoosh, ding, ding, ding. Then the next is the sound of school bell. Ton, ton, ton. Or you may add here ring, ring. Then we have now on number eight is the sound of beating someone. That is thump, thud, slap, thump. Then we have number nine. On number nine we have slapping someone's shoulder. And the sound is again thud. On number 10, we have someone sleeping. Zzz. Then we have the 11th one, that is the sound to express delight. Yippee, yay, yahoo, wow, hurrah, hooray. Number 12 is frustration. Ooh, sheesh, geese. Number 13, a turning car tire. Screech, screech. Number 4, a very interesting sound of a beating heart. Lub dub, lub dub. Number 15 is the sound of an alarm. Now let's talk about idioms. What is an idiom? An idiom is a phrase or expression that has a figurative meaning that is different from its literal interpretation. Idioms are commonly used in language to convey a specific idea or concept, often through colorful or imaginative language. Now let's discuss some idioms. They are in a paragraph and you have to locate them, and then we shall describe or discuss the meanings of the idioms. It's going to be a very interesting activity for you. Paragraph number 1. Jack had always been a fly in the ointment, constantly disrupting our carefully laid plans. But today we decided to give him a taste of his own medicine. As the clock struck noon, we sprung into action, catching him red-handed in the act of spreading rumors. We didn't mince our words as we confronted him, giving him a piece of our minds. Idioms are coming one after the other, so you can underline. His face turned as white as a sheet, realizing he had bitten off more than he could chew. It was clear as day that he had met his match, and he sheepishly slinked away, tail between his legs. From that day forward, he knew better than to cry over spilled milk. Now, there were, I think, 7, 8 idioms. So, let's talk about the meanings. Let's discuss what are the meanings of the idioms that were in the paragraph. Number 1 is a fly in the ointment. Meaning is something that spoils a situation that could have been pleasant. Then number 2, a taste of his medicine. Its meaning is one person's desire for another to experience something negative. Remember that idioms you are not going to have the literal meaning. Number 3 is catching red-handed, meaning to catch a person in the act of doing something wrong. Number 4, giving a piece of our minds, meaning to speak angrily to someone about something they have done wrong. Then number 5, bitten off more than he could chew, meaning trying to do something which is too difficult for him. Number 6 is slinked away. It means to walk or leave quietly. 7 is an informal expression also, that is tail between his legs, meaning is in a state of dejection or humiliation. Number 8 is to cry over spilled milk, meaning is to feel sorry or sad about something. So these were the idioms taken from first paragraph. Now let's read paragraph number 2 and we can see the idioms with their meanings. Paragraph 2. Sarah was a breath of fresh air in our stuffy office. Her sunny disposition and can-do attitude were like a ray of sunshine, brightening up even the dullest of days. She was always willing to go the extra mile, burning the midnight oil to meet deadlines and crossing every T and dotting every I. Her work ethic was second to none, and she quickly became the apple of her boss's eye. Whenever a problem arose, she was quick on the draw, thinking outside the box and coming up with ingenious solutions. She was truly a diamond in the rough, a rare gem in the corporate world. It was no surprise when she landed a promotion, leaving us all green with envy, but wishing her the best as she embarked on her new adventure. So, let's see what are the idioms in paragraph 2 and their meanings. Idiom number 1 is a breath of fresh air, meaning someone or something that makes a situation feel new. Number 2, like a ray of sunshine, meaning someone or something that makes you feel better. Third is a very popular idiom, that is to go the extra mile, meaning to do more than one is required to do. Number 4, burning midnight oil, meaning to work late into the night. Number 5 is dot the I's and cross the T's. Very interesting idiom. To add the final minor details to a piece of work, plan or arrangement. Then we have our next idiom, number 6, that is the apple of someone's eye. Meaning is a person of whom someone loves most and is very proud. Number 7, to think outside the box. It's also been commonly used. Meaning is think in an original and creative way. Number 8 is a diamond in the rough, meaning a person who has good qualities but who is not polite and socially skilled. Number 9 is green with envy, meaning is very envious, full of desire for someone's possessions or advantages. Our last section of today's lecture is about phrasal verbs. Phrasal verbs are a type of multi-word verb that consists of a verb combined with one or more particles, typically prepositions or adverbs. These particles change the meaning of the main verb, creating a new idiomatic expression. Phrasal verbs are a common feature of English language usage and can significantly affect the overall meaning of a sentence. So, let's read some of the phrasal verbs. Here are 10 commonly used phrasal verbs that are useful for an English language class. Number 1 is look up, to search for information in a reference source. I always look up new words in the dictionary. Number 2, take off, to remove or lift something quickly. Sentences: please take off your shoes before entering the house. Put off, to postpone or delay an event or activity. Sentences: the meeting has been put off until next week. Number 4 is bring up, that is to mention or raise a topic for discussion. Example: she brought up an interesting point during the debate. 5 is turn on, that meaning is to activate or start a device or appliance. Example: can you please turn on the lights? Number 6, a very common phrasal verb, give up, to stop doing something or surrender. Example: I won't give up until I achieve my goal. Number 7 is get along, to have a good relationship with someone. Example: despite their differences, they managed to get along well. Number 8 is look forward to, that is to anticipate or be excited about something in the future. Example: I'm looking forward to my summer vacation. Number 9, break down, meaning is to stop working or functioning properly. Example: my car broke down on the way to work. Number 10, run out of, to exhaust or consume all of something. Example: we ran out of milk, so I need to buy someone. So please remember, these phrasal verbs are frequently used in everyday English and can help enhance your understanding and fluency in the language. Remember to practice using them in context to become more comfortable with their usage. Now let's have the vocabulary wrap up. Let's summarize the key points we have covered in our today's lecture. Number 1, we have read the poem The Vocabulary Garden, highlighting the importance of vocabulary. Then we have made a word bank related to our 5 senses and emotions. Next, we have read 2 paragraphs portraying emotive language from bestseller novels. And then we have learnt idioms with their meanings. Next, we have done the commonly used phrasal verbs with their meanings and sentences. So, these were the points we have discussed related to our vocabulary lecture today. Remember, students, remember that vocabulary is not just about knowing words, but also about understanding their meanings, usage, and nuances. Best of luck and keep exploring the fascinating world of words. Goodbye.